Hello and welcome back to another week with SHM Cardboard Kings. I am Dan, and today we're going to review a Kickstarter. I kickstarted like over a year ago. And as with all things Face Connect related, it took about a year to show up. And that is just part of the deal. So this is Oshi Push. Oshi Push is done by Japanime Games. One of I think 6 VTuber card games coming out this year, though really I think the only one that's super playable. A lot of the people I've read who've tried playing this actually super love it. So apparently I need to find a friend and play the game against someone. So that's in the cards maybe in the future, but for now we're just going to go through and take a good old look across everything, and we're going to see how that is. So, Face Connect. Face Connect is a VTuber agency. We've got... I am a bit of a collector of Face Connect merch. I've got a couple things here and there. I think I actually have something Pippa related in almost every room of my house. So, like, this is from my bedroom, this is from the library. Well, this was from the library. Got the shirt from Hot Topic, the Anime Bay design, and I'm pretty excited for this. Face Connect is a Canadian-based VTuber agency run by H2O Sakana, and these are all the Gen 1 girls. It's Tenma and Pippa. We're going to see some Urika, Nasa, Michi, who else is Gen 1? Leah, Ray, Ree, I guess. So, pretty excited to see all that. Very sad it did not include the Phase Invaders, even though the Phase Invaders started... Well, there was 2 Phase Invaders that started. They were just, brought in from other agencies. Lumi and someone else who got, fired pretty near immediately. But Lumi is huge. I'm a huge Lumi fan, though. I don't have a lot of merch. She does more practical merch, which makes sense, but... I think she'll be in Gen 2. Gen 2 just got announced. Not who's in it, but I think it's going to be Gen 2. They're the second round of Oshi Push cards. So if they stick with Face Connect, it's going to be Gen 2, which is very exciting, though. Sawa left fairly recently. Hina's in a bad spot. Though I think she's coming back too. Anyways, in the VTuber world, Face Connect I couldn't be happier with. I'm not a huge fan of the big corpos. I really didn't care about any corpo. Well, V-Shoujo is like the retirement home they call. They pick up slack from everyone. But Face Connect is filled with little Menhara angels. And I love their content. There's no filter. Just straight truth. Love it a lot. So, what did I get? So the beta set was 2 decks, 2 playmats, and then a playmat, like an oversized playmat for 2 people. Oh man, my son is creeping in. Oh, I'm gonna have to double up the green screens. But the can I just no. Okay, I tried. You have to deal with a little bit of light. Man, okay. So first, well, let's get something on this table. Let's go. We're gonna random pick this one. Which one? And then we're gonna go through all the cards. I'm very excited to revamp up all of my openings with some proper Oshis. Tenma Miami, Mii-chan, the office worker. She works 2 full-time jobs, polyphagic sleep, very frequently drunk. I don't know how she does it, and she is a gamer. If you want to watch some streams about someone who grinds out grueling skill-based games, Mii-chan. That is who you want. So, let's go. We got Theo, her little mascot. Anything else stick out? Not really. She's just drunk. Or drinking, as she does. Yeah, we see the Face Connect, Japan logo. Great mat. Love it. Alright, which makes this one the Pippa mat. And this is Shipkin Shippa form, which is her second outfit. Those nice little pile there. Let's see how she goes. Yes. Not her traditional pink. But she does have a pink Shipkin model. Or let's recolor realistically. But it's a great mat. Finally happy to have some good mats. More anime girls. My only VTuber mat prior to this was Chibidoki. She is in permanent position down on my sorting table. That and Wreck Havoc. So this is cute. I like it. I mean, it's big. I think it's bigger than a normal mat too, which is nice, especially for me when I have to use its cover. So we're gonna move everything a bit here. We'll put down Shipkin Shippa. Another thing I really like, and we're going to go into it a bit, probably. Here, maybe I'll just pop her head in. Boop. No, I don't know. I wish there's a better way to do this, but I do want. I'm just going to have her at least here. Here we go. Okay, all decorated. Okay, oh, oversized mat. Let's check out the oversized mat. We have got... I think this is bigger than my table. That is very oversized. Ooh, we get some classic Pippa, original outfit. Ooh, it's great. And of course we got Mii-chan on the other side. They are both avatars of Fury and Rage. I love it. And then, so we got platform row, draw, discard, and deck. Okay, so I guess you build up, you build the chain, and then you go from there. So that's interesting. All right, I'm never gonna. That's gonna have to go into the big mat holder here in a bit. Somehow, actually, I don't know where to. I don't know if that's gonna fit. We'll see. Okay. The one thing I was very sad about was there was a promo card in it, and I don't know if you can see it, but they just threw the promo card right in the box. So it didn't have a sleeve. It was just a card in the box, shaking around with all this other stuff. So it got pretty dinged up here on the side, which is a shame because this is one of the beta release card arts. We got the fish, we got the Sad Girl Company, which is what everyone calls this. Oh yeah, that has the pre-debut promo. And it is Leah, I believe. Pretty sure it's Leah. Shinralia. Okay, but yeah, we've got Sad Girl Company, we got the fish. Sakana is a fish man. We've got Pippa list, I think. Bunny in the background. It does look like Leah. And the fish mug. I love it. Lots of little details. Lots of little details. Another fish over here. Lots of fish everywhere. And there's the card back. It's a pretty nice little design. But quality. Alright, and let's go through these decks. These decks are very lore rich from a lot of the decks that or the cards that were teased ahead of time. So I'm very excited to see the rest of them finally. And because this is the pre-debut one, there should be, I think, other special like pre-release only cards in here, or different arts. So I think I'm gonna buy a box of boosters. I don't know. Like there's no resale market for it, right? So it's pure collectivity, and I do really love Phase Connect. I really can't stress how much. Like I was watching a Lumi stream. It's Tuesday, themed as Zatsu's on the Lumi Connect the Lumi channel. It's Tuesday, so no Pippa tonight. Oh no, Pippa's back. Pippa's back. She takes off Sunday, Monday. Tenma, of course, is streamed twice today already. I am deep. I'm in deep. Phase Connect hole. So let's look at what we've got. Oh, maybe slice dicey again. I should have kind of assumed that. So the tokens come in here. This is great. We get to leverage some Magic the Gathering pre-openings, or like, you know, revised alpha betas, where you'd cut down along the rule book. But we get tokens, so that's convenient. I should have cut the rest of it. Oh well. So we got our tokens. What kind of tokens we got? Oh, they're Tenma tokens too. And Kanpanicky. The fan bases are Kanpanicky. Kanpanicky? I'm really not great with Japanese. It's just basically drinking buddies. And then, of course, the Kapippa lists. Glory to Pakistan. Let us see. I do like that little one. Okay. Depressed, single, divorced fathers. We start strong with Michan. We have the... Well, she's just... I mean, she's obviously an older office lady. Not your typical age for a VTuber. And she has a type, and it's big, muscular men. So, Aniki, Gachi, that kind of thing. Kratos from God of War. Depressed, single, divorced fathers is her go-to. She also does a annual Valentine's Day Muscle Men review where all of her fans get to send in their muscular, shirtless pictures and show off all their muscles for her. And she takes it very seriously. It's always a hoot. Lumi did it last year. Who did it this year? I think one of the new girls did it this year, but it was cool. All right, back you. That's very Tenma. I like that a lot. Love that art. She does a lot of her own models. So one of the great things, she also does art. Even though I think her actual job is she's a translator. She knows like 6 different languages. She started streaming just to learn English. So crazy smart lady. But the definitely anger issues. Definitely yells a lot. Rage game. She loves rage. This is Iori, one of the other original members that I forgot earlier. She doesn't... Well, she streams more now. She's really popped out of her shell. Really opened up more. Pretty good. Oh yeah, these all do say pre-debut beta cards. Nice. Alright. Another Iori. Oh, this is her holiday keychain acrylic design. I got a whole bunch of the keychains when I did the holiday gotcha boxes. There's Michi. This is that student card. That's the same with her. That's her acrylic art. This was it the 2-year anniversary art? I think we got Urika, Leah, NASA, Tenma. That's nice. There's Urika, our blue bear. She's a fantastic violinist. She does a lot of violin karaoke streams. Amazing musician. Trained most of her life. In college, I think now, but also streaming. Great. More Iori. Pitkin Pippa. Origins video. That's a cute picture, but I would say within her first year, like in her second year of streaming, she used to do a bunch of like, you could send in your tryout videos to her, and she would watch it and like give you notes and help. She's really big on helping smaller streamers, which is really nice. Mega capping. I love the Anya eyes on. Let's see, who is that? Is that NASA? I don't know. I like this art though. I don't think these are like these more drawn style art are, I think, only in the betas. A lot of Iori. Is this an Iori deck? I thought this was a Tenma deck. Why is there so much Iori? Ugh. Oh, the young Urika. Ooh woo. Is that a Leah confessional? Probably. Leah and Pippa. Looking a little weird. More Michi. Erica. Puzzle hand cams. Oh, Leah. Wait, is that Rin Mama? I think so. Leah's really autistic. She has a more autistic sister. Oh yeah, Mama cameo. Duh, I need to read the card. Rin Mama, her mother, shows up on stream. So does her dad sometimes, but her mom more often. Her mom actually has a model. Well, not a model, but like a PNG. Pretty nice. More Leah. Her models changed so drastically. On to the next. Ooh, this is obviously NASA. I've got this blanket downstairs in my living room. This is, of course, I think it was a binaural microphone. That was for the microphone upgrade. This has got the little ears. Those are what you see with the ASMRs. And finally, Tenma. Persona experience. Interesting. All right. Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? Yappers. I don't know what these platform cards are. Gamble Punch. I wonder if they're just different stream ideas. Historical Lion. Maybe not. I really don't understand. Phase Weekly is, of course, the weekly Phase Connect YouTube show starring the always delightful Dizzy Dokura. So it's basically like what's coming up, what happened this week, some of the clips. It's pretty good. Heartbreaker Hotline. I forgot whose stream that is. Wait, did we make it upside? How do we get upside down? Okay. Oh, I have. Ooh! Yeah, it's like a reversed. Or did I put it in backwards? Maybe I put it in backwards. Is that the way it's supposed to go? Maybe. I really like these acrylic dioramas. They. I think this was her second birthday diorama. But it's cool. It's got the different layers. Much better than the new ones. This is the new ones. And there's just no way for them to stand up. They are not flat. In no world does this stand on anything. So I just have it up on like a picture stand thing. But I've got a lot of Tenma stuff around the house as well. I mean, I do watch her. She streams sometimes 3 times a day. It's crazy. She has a polyphasic sleep schedule. So she's like up for however many hours, 8 hours, sleeps like 1 or 2, up for 8, etc. And then, this is this one. All right, look at that. So I guess they reused a ton of assets, but this is really cool. I like this a lot. Tenma's really the only one I get these acrylic things for. I don't know why, but they're nice. They're cute. I like them. When she does a lot of her games too, as I think I was saying, she was an artist. She does a lot of custom hats and outfits and stuff like that. So it's really fun. Great streams. All right, now let's look at the Pippa deck. Or I don't know why I closed that. Okay. So, the slippers or the? Oh wow, this is an old logo. So it has I think it has the power cable. One of her original lore bits that she pretty immediately got rid of was that she was a rabbit that loved to eat extension cords, and I don't think that lore lasted more than a month, to be honest with you. But so we've got those. They kind of look like they almost look like the slippers. I really like the Slipkin slippas. I guess I should put those back in that box too, or I lose them. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll try and find someone to play this with. Or at least on the games. I don't actually. Did a rulebook come with this? Okay, so so the playtest decks do not have exclusive cards, but have concept art cards, which is what I was pointing out. Like those more hand-drawn looking cards are. Where is there not a rule book with this? I guess you have to go online and figure out how to play. That's kind of weird. Oh well. It's hard out here getting trading cards. I still can't find them. Well, I can find a MetaZoo on whatever. We'll get into MetaZoo later. Pippa the Rippa. This is probably her most famous song. More of a meme than anything. This is a concept art card with the pre-debut beta. Pippa the Rippa might actually be member only on YouTube right now, but you can find covers of it. Everyone loves the covers of it, and every collab she does, all of her collab mates will just sing the song. It's hilariously awful, and so that's really nice. Though she has a much better song, like a real actual song called Ice Cream Machine that came out last year. That was pretty nice. A little chibi. They were not brave with this card. The Vomit Drawer. Pipkin Pippa was basically a neat. she talks a lot about it early on. Lots of depression, lots of inside, lots of bad mental. She had a drawer, I think, under her bed, and when she would get sick, she would just open it up and vomit in it, and that was the vomit drawer. And now it is immortalized in cards. We got game flavor of the week. We've got, who's that? Iori and NASA versus an Among Us wizard. Is that a Shadow Money Wizard game card? I don't know. That's crazy. But that's a nice little card. I do like these. I like these as an exclusive. Oh, wait. Wait. Did I just... Oh, it's a full art. Okay. So it's the same card, but this promo... Oh, these say data betas. So the promos are actually full art. It looks, well, full art. I don't know. Well, I'm not sure if there's going to be proper terminology. I don't know how much longer this game's going to be around, but especially with board game tariffs and all that. So, oh well. The big cheese. Is that Leah? Lots of Leah. More Leah. Gorilla stream. I love a good gorilla stream. A Tenma Chibi. Moldy bread. I'm surprised they used Urika. There's another phase member, Raimi, who very frequently hospitalizes herself with food poisoning. I don't understand. She is constantly injuring and hurting herself, doing the most stupid stuff that you would assume no sane human would do. Oh well. Debut stream, OBS for Dummies. This is a great card. OBS is a nightmare. Anyone who's watched my stream long enough knows how much I have problems with OBS. Not great. Great card. Another Tenma, drop in call. These two, they don't actually collab that much anymore. They used to do a lot. I think I started with Tenma. She was showing up actually on Nag streams. Not herself, but like her clips. So I started watching her, and then she had a great clip with Pippa about trying to get all their fans to wash their penises. They're like, if Jordan Peterson can tell people to wash their dicks, why can't we? Been a fan ever since. But yeah, so she pops in. She does a lot of stuff with who she just collabed with. She just did a big stream with Fillion. More Iori. I mean, Iori is featured very heavily on these cards for, I don't think, ever seeing her streams. NASA, Chibi, that's another one of the acrylics. So it does seem like they reuse a lot of these. Oh, the React meta. Oh, Gasp. NASA. Blue Bear and Leah. Watch alongs. They have a movie scene. It's like the front row. It's like they'll have 4 of them and they'll do a lot of movie watch-alongs. Those are great streams as well. The birthday special. Indicates. Okay, so she originally I think was 3, and then on her birthday she turned 3.3. Then her second birthday she turned 3.33, and I think this current birthday is 3.333. So I love that it's a 3, whatever those stars are. This card gains +3, the birthday special. Classic. When people say she's like the female Asmongold, sanitation-wise, it probably does a disservice to Asmongold. Let 'em cook, Blue Bear and Leah. Leah actually does a lot of really good cooking streams. Despite her very prominent girl failure status, I believe she does some pretty good cooking streams in all reality. Michi, Moriori, Hype. I'm hyped about that picture. The FPI, courtroom roleplay, very gun friendly, very anti-glowy, but Pakistan will reign. Okay, mukbang ASMR. I think the other reason, I I think NASA and Yori both speak more Japanese. I mean, so is Tenma, right? Tenma, all three of them are, I think, Japanese. Though they're not in the JP branches, but they do the English rooms. I guess, I don't know, like the hero card, or what's this actually called? Just says Persona, I guess. Just a very traditional OG Pippa model. We've got Click Clock. Don't know what that's from. Sudden Clips. Rapid Telly? I don't know, actually. I really don't know what these platforms are. I guess they're just scenes, stream scenes. But I thought they would pick some better ones. I don't know. Possible, but. Alright, what do we got? Philippa or Pipkin? Philippa? Pipkin? What? I don't know. Actually, I don't think I get that one. Philippa. Yeah, I don't know. And the Yabbit. Yep. That's a great one to end on. Big old gun. Multiple guns. The Yabbit. Yabai being like, whoa, whoa. In Japanese, like, dial back. Like, what? The Yabbit or the Ruby Ridge Rabbit. Pipkin Pippa has many names. So this is actually a pretty great little deck. I really like it. They were pretty intricate with the lore and stuff on that. I like that they, well, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm kind of torn on the fact that they recycled so much art for it, based or from their other art and or merch and stuff like that. But I am really hoping the second round does get Lumi, as well as the rest of Gen 2. If they could get most of the first two waves of Phase Invaders, so then we could get Dizzy. Oh, Dizzy cards would go so hard. Dizzy cards! Dizzy and Lumi cards, I would just instantly buy a case, I think. Now, you would assume with all of my Pippa and Tenma merch, I would be much harder on this Gen 1 one, but I think I will actually order a box. I've got a bunch of different boxes I'm looking at for openings coming up. So I mean I'm looking at the Oshi Push boxes. I'm trying to find a better or more reliable MetaZoo 2025 boxes. I mean, you can get them on eBay. They're like $110, but I don't know. TCG Player doesn't have them listed, and I really don't understand why. Because if I open them, I want to sell most of them. I don't want to keep it, but I want to see how the new MetaZoo is. I really like the foiling that they did. Some of the new design decisions are questionable. The art, mainly being the most questionable part, I think. But it doesn't look like they're selling through most major resellers. I actually have no idea where they sold from. There's, I think, like 4 small mom pop shops selling, and then eBay. So somehow they got to eBay, but they're not selling through TCG Player. They're not selling through like MinMax. They're not selling through was it Gamer Nerds or Game Nerds or like any of the other big guy or MinMax? Yeah. So I don't know. They made a questionable decision, I would say, with that release. So I'm looking at that. I'm looking at Hololive originally did Weiss Schwarz. We've got 2 runs of that plus 2 con boxes plus 2 summer outfit boxes. So I think there's 6 different Hololive sets with Weiss, but they went ahead and did their own game. I think with Cardass, which is an awful name for a company. Cardass, Carddass, Cardass. Whatever. Their cards actually don't look that great. I was looking through some of them, but they have a game. I think it's called Error, Hololive Error. And they actually released a whole set based around that. So you can get like the normal cards or the error cards based on like their error versions in the video game. So I'm looking at getting a box of that. I think they're only like 50, 60 bucks. So it's really nothing too crazy. So I'm hoping to open that coming up. Well, if I can find it, I've got schedule wise, let's talk schedules. I probably should have talked at the beginning, but I don't know. I kind of want to dive into everything. I've got probably another surgery coming up next week. My first surgery itself went well, but it like pointed out my gallbladder is pretty hosed. So I think I'm meeting tomorrow morning and then we'll figure out what day that comes out. So that's probably coming out. So streams may be sparse. Like I've got some health stuff I've got to deal with. And the stores are all still closed. I still have a 10-pound weight limit for 2 more weeks, so I can't really fill orders or do much of anything other than add inventories, which is what I've been doing. I've been adding inventory and working on my taxes, which I think are due in 7 days, 1 week from now. So really pushing it. I think I'm gonna file myself. We're gonna see. We'll see how that goes out. It's actually pretty simple. The forms for your own business is only like 2 pages. It's really just how much did you spend, how much did you make, subtract, put that as in quantity, I think, on your personal taxes. So we'll see how that goes. I don't have any more comics coming. I did cancel my pull list. Just haven't really had the time to deal with comics that much. I've got, I think, 7 long boxes full of unsorted comics. I mean, they're inventoried. Well, 6 are inventoried. I've got a long box beside me that I still need to inventory. Get all that in. So I want to play some catch up before I start doing pulls again. So I won't be doing that for mail calls. Riled Up is on hiatus. Andrew's got a bunch of stuff coming up. He's got to shift his priorities around a little bit. So we won't be doing the podcast for the foreseeable future, but maybe down the road, a couple years. So we'll see how that goes. But he will be popping in occasionally on just opening streams, other things, to talk a little Flesh and Blood here and there. So look forward to that. And then I've got to come up with a stream to replace Riled Up. I've got a couple of different ideas. We'll see. We'll see what comes of it. Because I still want to well, once medical stuff is done, I still want to get back to streaming 2 to 3 times a week. And they can't all be openings or mail calls. So I've got to figure that out. So expect some sort of announcement soon about that. And what else do I got going on? I'm trying to think what else. I guess really nothing else too big. High Seas coming up June 7th. We'll be doing I'm ordering some cases, I think next week. I'm really waiting for some good pre-orders. I love like pre-order bonuses, like free promos and all that stuff. So I'm Patreon for Alpha Investments. So probably get something from Rudy coming up. Min-Max Games usually does something. Game Nerds just announced that they're selling the pre-orders, but they're not getting any special promos or anything, so sorry guys. And Star City also usually has something, so I might try and do maybe a case from each of them, so I get all different promos. But I've got to look into all of that. I'm kind of more into doing my taxes. I just really haven't been doing too much. Honestly, the surgery recovery and everything's been a little rough. And work. So, there's the slippas. This Pippa slippas. Okay. And I think that's really it for this week. Nothing too crazy going on. I do think my next stream will be. I talked a little bit about the TCG Player year in review or like State of the Union video. So I want to do a react to that. I haven't watched it yet. I think it's like 50 minutes. It's a little long. And essentially, I'm going to be pausing and going through it. I'll kind of put in my input. Plus, what I know from the different programs. A lot of the problems I've been having with TCG Player recently, it's been brutal. Their support, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they just lost a bunch of people or something, but direct support has been miserable to deal with over the last like month and a half. So we'll talk a bit more about that. We'll talk about TCG Player as a whole. I'll try to get back into some more selling content and maybe make some videos. I keep saying I'm going to make videos, but man, does it cost money to make videos. Because I just don't have the time to do it myself, unfortunately. But I think we're going to cut it real short. Wow, it's only been 45 minutes. Well, yeah, I don't know. I had a bunch of things come up this week, so it's a sad week. Short stream. Hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed the opening of Oshi Push, the beta starter decks, and I hope I prompted you to try it. I will try and play the game at some point, and I'll let you know how that goes. Maybe I can play it on a stream. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find someone local who plays card games still. And that is it. So thank you all for tuning in. Check the socials. I will be updating them with the schedule. Twitter, Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram. I post everything. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.